Hello everyone, I am Paramanand Dasar, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Haryana. Today I am going to discuss with you very important topic in financial markets and institutions, that is stock exchanges. And I will cover today what do you mean by stock exchanges and its functions and development. So let us begin with meaning of stock exchange. Securities Contract Act 1956 defines a stock exchange as any body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, constituted for the purpose of assisting, regulating or controlling the business of buying or dealing in securities. So that is called stock exchange. In the words of Dr. K. L. Garg, he defined a stock exchange is an association of persons engaged in the buying and selling of stocks, bonds, shares for the public on commission as guided by certain rules and regulations. So if we see the dealers in stock exchange, brokers, jobbers, terminiwalas, odd lot dealers, remisers, authorized clerks and speculators like bull, bear, stag and lame duck will come. So let us see one by one. Brokers. So these brokers are normally registered by the SEBI and a broker is an agent who buys and sells securities on behalf of non-members for remuneration called brokerage. Every year a member has to decide and declare in advance whether he proposes to act as a jobber or broker. Broker discloses the name of his principal and safeguards interest of his client. He is a link or middleman between the jobber and outside investors. The very important next dealer is jobber. Jobber is an independent dealer in the stock market. He deals in his own name. He specializes in a limited number of securities. He cannot deal directly with the non-members. He deals with other jobbers and brokers only. Then terminiwalas. So these are the special type of dealers which normally we can see in Bombay stock market. They combine the functions of brokers and jobbers. Then odd lot dealers. These dealers deal in odd number of shares and convert them into marketable lot. They purchase at a low prices and sell at high prices for their profit percentage. Then remisers. They are the sub-brokers appointed by the brokers to create business for them. So these are the persons who are the dealers who are appointed by the brokers as a sub-broker. Then authorized clerks. The stock exchange authorizes their brokers to appoint employees to carry out the business on their behalf. These persons are called authorized clerks. They get salary plus some commission from their brokers. They cannot directly deal with the other brokers or jobbers. Then last is speculators. They are the brokers or jobbers who wants to make profit on the basis of difference between purchase and selling price. Here first one is bull. He is a speculator who expects future rise in the prices of securities. He buys the securities without taking delivery to sell them at a future date. If prices rise at a future, he settles the transactions by receiving the price difference only. If price falls, he pays the difference. Then bears. Bulls are generally called as tejiwalas, bears generally called as mandiwalas. He expects future fall in the price and he agrees to enter the contract to sell his stock without taking without physical sell of the securities. Just he enter the contracts by thinking that future falls in the prices. Next is stag. He operates in a new market. He applies for large number of shares in the new issue By paying application and allotment money, he anticipates rise of the prices of shares bonds in the future. Subsequently, he sells the allotted shares to make profit. He is not a genuine investor. He is very cautious in his dealings. He creates an artificial rise in the prices of new shares and makes the profit. The last one is lame duck. When the beer operator finds it difficult to meet his obligations, he struggles like a lame duck. This happens when the prices do not fall as expected by the beer and the other party is not willing to postpone the settlement period to next period. Then that beer definitely will become lame duck. So these are the dealers. Then if we see the functions of stock exchanges, first one is it provides a trading place for securities. Then regulated trade practices. Here some rules and regulations will be there as per the SEBI guidelines. The practices will be moved on. Next, it provides a ready market and it helps to listing the securities. Here for traded purpose, securities which are to be traded, those should be listed. The companies which are to be traded, those should be listed. That also done by the stock exchanges. Then distribution of new securities. New companies for their stock issue, they can come to stock market and sell their shares. Collection and dissemination of corporate information. Here various types of information will be collected. Then mobilization of savings. Definitely the small investors, they can invest their money in terms of different savings. Definitely different investment proposals. Here mobilization of savings will be done. Capital formation. Automatically when small investors, they invest their money in terms of different investment proposals, automatically capital will be formed, capital will be created. Then economic barometer, it is economic barometer. Then speculation of business. Generally speculators will trade it and speculation business will be carried. If we see the development of stock exchanges, the first stock exchange in London in the year of 1970, and in India is the Bombay Stock Exchange, that is BSE, which was established in 1875. Recent developments in stock exchanges in India, especially if we see, the first is insider trading. Many more insider trading activities are carried out nowadays. Depository or paperless trading. Right now the online trading or paperless trading is moving on. The conversion of shares into dematerialized form. All physical copies of stocks converted into dematerialized form, means online form. Surveillance on price manipulation. Here different rules and regulations are there for the investors, for the brokers, for the companies which are wants to trade it. So for that reason price manipulation is not possible. So that will be under surveillance. Regulation of stock brokers. All brokers has to be registered well in advance and they has to be announced whether they act as a broker or jobber in advance. Different rules and regulations will be there for the stock brokers. Forward trading and badla, this is very important. Here carry forward trading or badla activity nowadays is carrying on. So that is the process. Forward trading or carry forward trading or badla is a process where one term of settlement will be carried forward to next term. Then options and derivatives, these are the new instruments which are to be traded. Then regulation of mutual funds. Nowadays mutual fund is one of the very important and active member of stock market. Then for regulating them, separate rules and regulations will be there. Then for the purpose of regulation of foreign institutional investors, some rules and regulations are there. Then buyback of shares. Then once sell the stock, then company can buy back same shares, same stocks. That facility is provided. Then Bombay online trading system, that we can say that BOLT means BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, nowadays totally online trading is carrying, so Bombay online trading is very important. So these all about development of stock exchanges in India. These are some MCQs, and my references are GP Baligar, Indian Financial System; Bharti B. Patak, The Indian Financial System Markets, Institutions and Services; M.Y. Khan, Indian Financial Systems; Bhole and Jitendra, Mahakud, Financial Institutions and Markets; T. Sidaya, Financial Services. So this is about my references, and this is all about stock market. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone.